In a previous class, we came to know that William Wordsworth is the greatest nature poet of the English language and perhaps also of world literature. We try to understand his passion for nature, his love for nature, his worship of nature. We saw how nature worship became for Wordsworth almost a religion, and how nature worship almost replaced Christianity as his religion. We discussed Wordsworth's philosophy of pantheism, which enabled him to see God in every aspect of nature, in every part of the universe. Thus, William Wordsworth is the poet of nature, the poet of the countryside, the poet of the villages. My question to you is not the present poem an anti-Wordsworthian poem by Wordsworth himself? Is not Wordsworth betraying his own ideology by lavishing praise on London, one of the biggest cities of the world, then as now? Is not Wordsworth ditching his own creed by eulogizing London, the metropolis of the then expanding British Empire? Is not Wordsworth behaving like a turncoat by writing a poem which makes one feel that he has fallen in love with London, the great city which represents everything against his ideology, his poetry, and himself? I require categorical answers, and I expect you to provide me with categorical answers to these questions by the time my lecture comes to an end. Let us examine the title of the poem. The poem is frequently referred to by its short title, Upon Westminster Bridge, and that is the title I have used in this video. Sometimes it is referred to by its even shorter title, Westminster Bridge, just Westminster Bridge. But the full title of the poem is Composed upon Westminster Bridge, September the 3rd, 1802. Dorothy Wordsworth has recorded in her journal that her brother and herself went to London in order to travel to France, in order to travel to Calais, to meet the poet's former mistress, Annette Wallen, and his illegitimate daughter, Caroline, prior to the poet's marriage to Mary Hutchinson, which had been fixed. In fact, it was Mary who advised William Wordsworth to go to Calais in order to meet his former mistress and his illegitimate daughter. The pair happened to be in London early in the morning, and standing upon Westminster Bridge, they had a breathtaking view of the city. This was the inspiration for Wordsworth to write the poem. Westminster Bridge is an iconic bridge over the River Thames, connecting Westminster on the west side and Lambeth on the east side. It was designed by the civil engineer Thomas Page and is painted predominantly in green. The road and footbridge was opened in 1750. It is to be considered that Dorothy Wordsworth played a very significant role in inspiring William Wordsworth to write this poem. As William Wordsworth says in his poem, The Sparrow's Nest, I quote, "She gave me eyes, she gave me ears," unquote. Both the moving tribute that is The Sparrow's Nest and the extremely popular poem that is Upon Westminster Bridge were first published in the collection Poems in 2 volumes in 1807. Let us read the poem. Composed upon Westminster Bridge, September the 3rd, 1802. Earth has not anything to show more fair. Dull would he be of soul who could pass by. His sight so touching in its majesty. This city now doth like a garment wear the beauty of the morning, silent, bare. Ships, towers, domes, theatres, and temples lie open unto the fields and to the sky, all bright and glittering in the smokeless air. Never did sun more beautifully steep in his first splendor valley, rock, or hill. Never saw I, never felt a calm so deep. The river glideth at his own sweet will. Dear God, the very houses seem asleep, and all that mighty heart is lying still.